Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Bloodborne. So today we're going to be handling those bosses that I was talking about. We've got our weapon upgraded to +2, so this is a nice little preparation. We also picked up the Hunter set, so we have a little bit more defense in relation to that. So let's go ahead and get back in there and deal with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode, and I'm probably going to be recording these in like hour-long sessions again. Like, I'm obviously going to split it in half, though. So, like, if you don't really hear much of a change in voice or anything, just it's because I recorded it in the same session. Just hour-long sessions. In one way, I kind of wanted to see if I could, like, just record the whole game in, like, all the sessions, but I don't want to deal with any corruption, so I feel like just hour-long sessions are a good way to, like, break up the gameplay and whatnot, while still having a lot done. As, you know, 1 hour session is going to be, you know, just 30 minutes of gameplay, so pretty good. So we're just gonna go ahead and get prepped up, deal with the boss, kill some of these enemies. Look at this terrible aim. Terrible aim. Terrible aim indeed. Ah, man. I love this game. Love this game, guys. Bit of threaded cane action there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to deal with the Cleric beast and whatnot. It's a nice good thing. I actually didn't use Molotovs, even though I have a bunch of them. It would have been very beneficial for this boss, but we didn't have any. So sadly for us, you know, that's kind of just comes with the territory, you know what I mean? Unfortunately for us. Parry. Go ahead and wreck this idiot. Bam. I love the visceral, man. It's just so nice. It's just so nice. It's just it's just really satisfying to do. It's like I actually looked up like what viscera is, and it's like an inner kind of thing. So I guess considering that you literally just eviscerate them pretty much, it's a good thing. Visceral, you know. And what would you know? Here he is. He's going down. Now this boss fight was pretty sloppy, but Lawrence prepared me very well to know how to deal with this boss and whatnot. Lawrence prepared me very well. I'm using the whip here because it's very good for beasts, but it's a bit slower, so again, you know, you gotta choose your poison and whatnot. Maybe mix up your attacks and whatnot between whip mode and cane mode. But yeah, Lawrence pretty much prepared me for this. This boss isn't really a problem. Now, you'll see something funny here in a second. Now you see how like I'm aiming my camera right now? Like now I tried to get an R2 here, but I was just out of range to hit him. Now watch this. This is pretty funny. I thought that I staggered him, and so I got grabbed. Bam, bam, bam. It's such a like super long like grab. You really think it's done, and he just keeps smashing you into the ground. It's pretty funny. I thought I staggered him though. Roll around. But yeah, that's the key for Bloodborne in this game. I know it's scary, but dodging towards the enemies is usually the way to go. It's the way to go in general. Man, I love the music. It's such a good game. But yeah, you know, it's pretty much done. Just a little bit more to go, and you go from there. Locking on isn't really the best thing to do in this boss. It's just the camera shakes too much and whatnot, so it's just best to, you know, handle him this way and whatnot. Just shot him. I don't know why I didn't just hit him. Why not point at that idiot? And he's down. Prey slaughtered. Yes. Joy. Raining in the blood. It sounds so dark, but hey, Bloodborne's a dark game, so it's okay to be a little dark here. And killing that boss obviously gives us access to the Sword Hunter badge, which is the thing that you need to buy the Cleric hammer, but we're not going to be using that because, again, this is a skill build, so I'm just pretty much popping a few of these echoes to get a few more souls now that we have an insight and we can see the doll and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and go there, level up a bit, take care of that, get a bit more damage, all that good stuff. Yeah, pretty smooth boss. It was a little sloppy though, considering I got grabbed. I just really thought I staggered him, and I didn't realize because I didn't pay attention to look up at the actual boss completely, and so I was like, did I stagger him? And then I got snagged.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this stream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you, to embolden your sickly spirit. Very well, let me stand.
Yeah, I just can skip that part. You know. Again, I'm not necessarily going to be playing all audio, all cutscenes or anything, but, you know, just a little bit here and there. Especially considering how terrible the first playthrough was. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna call that, I should like rename that playlist to like Bloodborne the Cursed Playthrough. Because literally everything that could go wrong did go wrong in that playthrough. Don't know why, but it just is what it is. So yeah. Skill build, and the really funny thing about Bloodborne is, because there's such a small number of stats, like there's, what, 6 stats, I think? Like, you know, like, you can really just max out your character at a very, like, you know, well, not necessarily maxed out, but, like, what I mean is, like, you could have your build be complete. Yeah, just skip that. And bow. Thank you, be kind to the doll. That's how you level up. Anyway, but the fact of the matter is, like, since it's low stats, you can pretty much have your build be relatively complete. Like, say you had just, I don't know, just a skill build. You could have, like, 50 skill, like, 30, vitality at, like, what? Like, level 60, level 70. So you can be pretty much complete with your build. I mean, obviously you can still level up other stats, but, you know, in Bloodborne, you don't really need too much stamina. You just need health and damage. That's pretty much it. You're good. Which I like. I very much am a fan of that. You know, when you play Bloodborne and then you go back to the Souls and you literally just have to wait on your stamina, it's so different. It's just so different, you know? That's why I just like this combat the best, and it's really unfortunate that, you know, we won't see a sequel, it seems. Because, unfortunately, FromSoft wants to make a game and then that's it. I think that's a little dumb. I don't really mind at least a sequel, you know? Further explain stuff and whatnot, and considering how open-ended their games often are, like, it would be nice to see, like, the repercussion of both decisions. That's why, like, I mean, I was fine with, you know, Dark Souls 3 being the end of Dark Souls, but I mean, it's fine because it, you know, had a nice little cycle and whatnot. You got to see a few things. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it, although it's been out for a year, so if you haven't played it, then please go play it. We literally have the trilogy out now, so there's no reason not to. And if you will understand, I'm actually using the whip because the whip mode for the Threaded Cane gives you actually a bit more visceral damage. Like, maybe, like, as you get higher visceral damage, like, it could sometimes be, like, 300 more. It's actually noticeable. So the whip is actually better for visceral. Of course, we don't necessarily need to, considering that this is early game. We've leveled up a bit. Our weapon is plus, it's plus, what is it? Plus 2, excuse me. I don't know what just happened there. I tried to backstep in, R1. You saw that little, like, it like, shot out a little. I think those attacks are really cool. And they're really useful as well, in certain situations. As I will show you, because you can actually hit certain enemies with that attack. It's one of the longest reaching attacks in the game. And that can go straight through a wall. It's really nice. The threaded cheese, baby. Okay, let's go ahead and run up over here. Indiana Jones, this flaming ball. Because if you try and fight those guys, you will get messed up by that ball. trying to hit this guy. But, yeah. Yowza. It's alright, though. Okay, mate. Bam. Boom. Eviscerated. I love it. Love it. Never gets old. Go ahead and pick up these items. Probably have some blood vials and whatnot. See? You know, the blood vial system is very interesting. Some people don't like it, though, and I can understand why. And it's mainly because it's very... Like, if a new player was struggling really bad, they could literally just not have a way to heal for a while. You know, like, yeah, you can pick them up, maybe farm them a bit, but if they have no clue what to do, they're literally just going to have a really bad time. As you see that counter damage right there. You know, that flash of, like, light a bit. It's like a white flash of light. That shows that they were in a vulnerable state, and if you hit them, counter damage. Okay, now here's a boss that actually gives a lot of people some trouble. Mainly, I guess actually the second phase as well, but during the first phase, you know, like it's not too shabby. Well, it actually is, because of the stupid gun. Just showing off some of those statues. It's interesting the kind of statues that they chose and whatnot. One almost tends to wonder if those people are actually turned into statue when you look at like the later parts of the game and whatnot. But here's the cutscene, so I'll let this play out.
Beasts all over the shop. Soon.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care for the Hunter's Axe. I don't know why, but it's like it's not bad by any means. It's especially you know the spin to win, showing the power of the threaded cane over here, just cheesing and whatnot. Doesn't mean we can't get hit at all now, but I just never really cared for it. I don't know why. I can use it obviously. I have used it before. I don't know. I feel like the cleaver, spear, and even the threaded cane is just a bit better, you know, a bit more versatile. Considering that it's like a blunt damage for some stupid reason. Don't know why it would be doing blunt damage. Not that I really have a problem with it. Blunt damage, although, isn't really the best thing. I'm sorry, I'm talking over his little monologue over here. But it's not terrible, you know, like it's just not the highest damage. What I usually tend to try and do is hopefully not get eviscerated by this guy. I try and get his health low, and then I try and parry him, but unfortunately this time I didn't I didn't get it low enough. Well, I actually got it too low, and so I didn't have time to parry him. They get a boost of damage before he transforms. And so now I usually just run up here and grab the red jewel brooch. But listen to this music, man. Man, I love the music in this game. It's just so refreshing. And here he comes. Now, I actually really messed up on this boss, so this actually gives you a good opportunity to learn how to deal with him. So I got eviscerated a little bit by him. I'll be honest though, some of these attacks, looking at it now, really just don't seem like I was even in range. Now you see I got kicked? He actually tries to hit you when you're on the ground, and he can't hit you while you're on the ground. So the best solution is to actually wait a moment for certain instances. Now I was kind of panicking a little. I'm not gonna lie, because it was so rusty. So I was like, did I get that visceral? You know? So that's why I didn't take that. Now look, kick. And you have to wait, because if you dodge backwards, you're gonna get hit. Bloodborne's enemies, for the most part, again, are designed to punish you for dodging backwards. You need to dodge towards them. There's that. Tried to get a backstab, but that was not a good idea. And since you have a thrust attack here, you know, you don't have a curve around backstab. But that's that for him. Bit sloppy. But, yeah. He definitely does give new players some unfortunate experiences. Like, he will shred them up. He will shred them bad, man. He really will. A lot of people say that they really struggle with Gascoigne. Whatnot. I never really did. Just the learning curve is all. And I've actually done quite a few playthroughs of this game. I did like a fist only not too long ago. It was interesting. I mainly just used the music box to just turn him into phase 2 though, because you're trying to get a backstab in phase 1 on Hunter Gascoigne is just a bit more difficult. So that's what I did. Go ahead and come up here to Uden Chapel. Uden or Uden? How do you say it, guys? I say Uden. That's just how I say it. I know you could say ooh, but I just say Uden. Now it sounds dumb. Uden. You know, it just sounds like ugh. It's really interesting how you can see the beggar in the cutscene and he just doesn't say a word as you just walk in here. But you'll learn about his personality and why that is the way that it is. I really love Victorian style architecture, and I really wish we had a few more buildings to look at. I know Notre Dame, the clock tower, I believe. Is it the clock tower? I think so. But that's a good example. Now these guys are super easy to parry. If they so much as flick a toenail at you, you shoot them and it's a free parry. If they flick their toenail at you, then you shoot it and it's a wrap, you know. But yeah, Victorian style architecture. Actually, Victorian style a lot of stuff is my favorite stuff. I feel like they just had so much class. And I really do love some trench coats and whatnot, so that's actually my preferred kind of fashion. Funny thing is, if I were to wear a trench coat, apparently that's such a bad thing. Oh my goodness, he's got a trench coat. That's the next school shooter and whatnot. And someone can literally walk around in a freaking bikini today, and I'm not supposed to say a word, you know. Whoa, society. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more items over here. Come over this way, and Eileen is not here yet. I believe after you go down to Old Yarnum, that's when she actually comes here. And remember, if he flicks his toenail, he gets shot, he gets eviscerated. There you go. Free parries. And it works with anything. It can work with a shotgun or the pistol. The moment they even flick their nail at you, you shoot it and it's a wrap. More crows over here. Deal with them. I'm just sucking with my aiming right now. That's pretty much just why that's the case, you know. Madman's knowledge. Good stuff and whatnot. Now, up here is actually a very useful and very underrated item. Very, very underrated. Now, the reason I couldn't get the parry off is because the positioning on stairs changes a lot of, like, critical riposts and whatnot a lot of times. So sometimes when you're, like, above them, it's a bit better, but when you're below them, it's not as easy to perform. Now here's the item that I'm talking about, and you're probably going to be like, oh, how is that underrated, TCD? Wooden shield. Well, actually, how is that even good, I mean? Well, it sucks against physical attacks, but against magic, it actually can keep you alive. I'm not saying that you can just sit there and tank a whole bunch of magic shots, but if it's like just one big AoE blast magic stuff, then it's really good. And here's the beggar.
Oh, you must be a hunter.
I tried to turn the camera to, like,
The incense
pick up his
smells
audio, but
of
it's
scent.
still really soft.
Good.
My apologies.
Waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. Screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about 'em, tell 'em about this here Erden chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell 'em to come on over. If you wouldn't mind. I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here Erden chapel. If they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
Now, the interesting thing about this enemy is, well, NPC, is he's designed to be, like, really hideous and, like, really make you feel untrustworthy, but he's actually trustworthy, you know. So, that's that. But that's pretty much going to, wrap this up. We're going to go ahead and take care of a little loose ends, see if I maybe have a level up, I'm not sure. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, I actually, I think I'm about to pop the gem, unless I already did. I actually might have already did that. Look at me forgetting what I even did in this playthrough. Like a dodo. I don't know why I was over here walking up. Oh yeah, sometimes like there's a rare dialogue, that's why I was actually walking.
Welcome home, good
So that I
hunter.
didn't disturb her.
What is it you desire?
Levels.
Very well.
That's what I need. So obviously just getting a little bit of leveling up done as this episode is drawing to a conclusion. There we go.
Farewell, good hut. May you
I was gonna bow, but then I just decided not to. Yeah, I think I actually already did do it. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. There it is. Pop that in, bit extra damage and whatnot, so that's good stuff. So that is going to go ahead and conclude this episode. We got a few stuff done, and when we come back next time, we're going to explore more Cathedral Ward. Hope to see you then. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.